On this episode of The AutoArchaeologist, I'm here at Clay & Sons in Catiwassa, Missouri, looking at a few of their project cars and a few of the other things they got lying around. Not going to walk the yard this time, but plenty to see. All right, I'm at Clay & Sons in Catiwassa, Missouri, and they're a Mopar Salvage Yard that if there's cars that are worth saving, they put them out front as projects, like this. I think it's actually a 67 Dart convertible, but it's got 68 front fenders and a 69 hood. But it's not very often you see a 60s Dart convertible. And we got a 65 Coronet 500. And then we got a 65 Coronet 440. Looks like this one was a drag racer at some point. Got center lines on it. We got Dodge job rated pickup trucks, 3 of them. These are really cool. These are actually coming into their own. I've seen a few of them on like SEMA builds and all that. Oh, this is a new one. Looks like a 72 and up Dodge Challenger. You can tell it has right here in the quarter panel. I'll walk around real quick. It's got the 72 and up plastic side marker lights. Well, this one actually looks like a good project. Yeah, it needs quarters and some missing pieces, but it's got the interior. It looks like it is an automatic on the column. Can't see if it's a rally gauge cluster or not. Someone put carpeting on the dashboard. See, you can see the carpeting on the dash there and on the seat covers. Let's see here. It's a standard gauge cluster. Looks like it was an air-conditioned car. And oh, here we got a 72 Duster, it looks like. I'll touch on this one while I'm in here. Oh yeah, 72 looks like. We'll see here in a second. That's just my camera. Yeah, because in 72, they were the only year that they had the plastic turn side marker lights and those taillights. Like that right there is a 1970 gold Duster. And you can see it has the reflector in the side and the other and in the back. So that's how you can tell 70 and 71. Oh, 70s were Valiant Dusters. 71s were just Dusters. So there's a few little tricks to figure out what you got. And then here we got, this is a 64 Barracuda because it's the only year that they had the Valiant name on the Barracuda because these were just based off of the 2-door standard Valiant. People think that the rear windows are worth a lot of money. They are not. I had 3 at one point, thinking I had heard that they were worth a lot of money. This one's a V8 car. That's neat. So this would be the 273 V8. They're hot little engines. They ran these in SCCA and some other events. Here we have a 67 Dodge Coronet 440. A really nice project car. Imperial convertible. You don't see that very often. I have no idea what year this is. I know it's early 60s because it has the headlight buckets that are like completely removed from the body. We've got a 73 or 4 Duster. That was some drag car. Look at those rear meats. That's actually a really good project. It's really clean. And we got 68. I think it's like a Polara convertible. Got the round marker lights, which shows as 68. But I don't see any lettering other than you can see it was a Dodge because it has the holes where the Dodge emblem would be. Oh, here's a cool new one. Like a 68 Barracuda notchback drag car. Or at least it was starting to be a drag car. Someone's unfinished project. Hollywood Motorsports, never heard of it. Oh, they used to do Monster Mopar, or at least it was part of it. Monster Mopar used to be a Mopar show series. There was a St. Louis, there was Indianapolis, and there was a few others. But yeah, it's cool. This job rated truck I think has a Hemi in it. Yep. Let's see. Yep. It's got the Hemi, the small Dodge Red Ram, and I know this is another guy's S10 project. We got a Dodge flatbed, like a 90, 89. It didn't have, I forget what year they transferred. They got rid of the Ram hood ornament. They just put Dodge up the front. I think that's a 90. I'm sure someone will tell me the truth. Here's that 1970 Duster, Gold Duster. And like I said, it's the only year that they put Valiant on the Duster. After that, it was just Duster. You can see it's got the rare worn-only badges. And this car is, let's see here, automatic on the column, bench seat. The Gold Duster was like the higher trim package for it, and this one's orange, which is really neat. Looks like someone punched the grill a little bit, but that's fixable. Neat little car. And this right here is a 1971 Satellite. Try to get a better view. That's really neat. I was like, my first car was almost a 71 Roadrunner. This right here is a 1966 Dodge Coronet 500. In 1966, the Coronet 500 was the highest trim level available in the Coronet line. In 1967, there was the Coronet RT, which replaced it. This one, you know, needs quarters, it needs work, but it's actually not that bad. I know everyone says I'm saying not that bad a lot, but, you know, when you're around these cars a lot, you see bad ones, and then you see ones like this that, yeah, they need work, but they're not beyond help. And we got a fire dome, maybe a DeSoto. And then we got a 72 Challenger. It looks like a rally. Or at least the front fenders show it as a rally. Let's see what we got. It's funny, it's a rally. Let's... Oh, it's got the rally gauge cluster, rear fader, air conditioning car, automatic. This might be a 340. Let's see if they're... Oh, right here. Okay, this door shows it as a 340. But like, as obviously the door has been replaced. But no, the VIN, this is a real 72 340 automatic Challenger. That's pretty neat. This was not here the last time I was here. And they reproduced just about everything for this car. So I don't fall down. Oh, and this one has the Dart convertible at the beginning, has a GTS trunk lid. That's really cool. But yeah, this is the middle of the row. Now we'll go over and see the other side. All right, now we're just on the other side of the yard. Well, not the other side, but the other side of the road. And here's another Challenger that they got. This one looks like that really pale blue. Looks like someone started cutting it up, but front fenders, needs new fenders. It's got a rally hood. Doesn't have any of the, looks like it was a side molding car. You can see the holes on the front fenders and on the doors, because I'm guessing those doors are right there. It's got a rally hood on it. It's a good project. Then we have a 70 or 71 Duster. You can see by the side marker lights on the front and back are reflectors. They're not the plastic ones of later. I think this was a 340 car. Let's see here on the VIN number. Yeah, that H right there in the VIN number shows it as a 340 Duster. Maybe purple. There's no fender tag on it, but you never know. Here is another 1966 Dodge Coronet 500. And then, ooh, 66 Charger. I like the Heartbeat of America side stripe. But that's really solid. There's a little rust in the door, but I don't see a lot of other issues. You can tell or maybe it's, I'm sorry, it might be a 67. Because 67 had trim up here that had a little peak in it. 66s did not. Let's see here. I mean, it's moldy, but it doesn't show rust. And the VINs are in. Okay, it needs floors. Let's see what we got here. I will record this and say what it is when I decode it when I get home. There we go. Okay. I know some people have been looking for like a 66 Charger project, so hopefully they connect with these guys. Then we got Newport or something like that. 2-door with the fins. Then we got 63 post Belvedere or such. Ooh, that's a new one. Plymouth. Little business coupe. And then we got the 66 Chrysler. I don't think it's a 300. It doesn't have the other scoops. Ooh, here, 67 Dodge Dart GT convertible. That's a cool project. It needs quarters, but this would be an amazing cruising car. Let's see over here. Yeah, I mean, it's got the bench seat. It's not non-rally dash, but it's got the dash. It's got the steering column. It's got the back seat. It's got all the rare convertible parts. Real quick. These are leaf springs and fans and rear ends and bumpers. And you want alternators? It's alternators. Here's fan shrouds. Here's a 65 Plymouth Satellite race car that was never used. But usually they have a row of new cars down that middle area, but I know they moved them for the holiday party. Exhaust manifolds over there. Well, let's finish up here. 1963 Plymouth Fury convertible. I parted one of these out once in college. Worth a lot of money. Then we got a 72. I believe this is actually a Roadrunner. I'll have to look at my previous video. But it's cool stuff. It's got the trunk lib, what do you call it? The luggage rack. So, a second. Here's an Imperial 4-door. It's all molded over. It is a Roadrunner. Okay. With the luggage rack. Very cool. And then there's a Ram Charger here. And I love Ram Chargers, but this is the wrong year for me. It's like see, this one has the Dodge Ram hood ornament and the front Dodge script or emblem. But that's actually not that bad. I've seen a lot worse. But these are the project cars here at Clay & Sons. Let's go see what other... And they also have a full junkyard. I'll post pictures here of the actual yard in probably some previous videos because I have done them. You can go... I'll try to tag it in the video, the entire playlist of videos I've done from this property, because these are good guys. They're my friends. They are wonderful people, so I want to support them. So yeah, let's see what else they got. All right, now we're in the building. This is Clay and Rosie and Clayton's private stash, but there's a really nice 69 Roadrunner here for sale that needs to be put back together. Looks like F8 maybe? But as you'll see, they have options for engines. That's Clay's car. Ooh, 65 Plymouth Satellite. That's a nice, clean car. We got the 70 Challenger RT that came from my friend out west. This one they drive all over the place. This one's been at Moparty. It's been around here. This is, of course, my favorite. One of my favorites. 1971 Challenger RT. 383 car. Black car, black interior. This one I don't think's for sale. And then here's some old friends. This right here is a 1970 Hemi Cuda. And next to it is also a 1970 Hemi Cuda. And not only are they Hemi Cudas, they're both black original Hemi Cudas. Yes, this one right here does not have the original shaker hood. Someone put on a dual scoop or rally hood, whatever you want to call it. But let's see if I can get to the VIN number. Okay, let's see here. Can you? I'll take a picture with my cell phone if it doesn't come out on film. I'm going to try to turn on the light. One of my lights. Hold on. If not, like I said, I'll take a picture right now of the VIN number. That way, I'll put it in the video so people will see. And this one, I've done some content on. This is the Barn Find 70 Hemi Cuda out of Arkansas. My friend Tom owns it, and it's just being stored here. But really neat car, black interior, black rubber bumper front car. I know this one is for sale for $250. No comments on that, but it is available. Hey, it was my pick back in 2022 when we had it at McCacken. Good to see it here again. Now that's a view right there. And then we got, this is their personal 68 Dodge Charger. I believe it is an RT 440. Oh, no, it's not an RT. I know it has a 440 in it. And then here's drag car 72. It says 446 pack. And it has a small blower on it. Dual 4 barrels. And this is their engine and transmission room. These are spare engines that they have for sale. Like everyone's marked on what it is and the date. And then back there is a 69 A12 Super Bee, which I can't really get to. You get the idea. Dark green car, just like my friend's car out in Pennsylvania. But I'm not going to try to squeeze through there with my camera and all that. And then we got some spare Charger grills. And this is like their sorting area. This is where they go through and they bring in parts and they go through them, rally dashes, hubcaps, and it goes to the different parts of the shop. Ooh, they got a snow runner, which was a Chrysler produced one ski tracked vehicle. They got a Hawaiian Punch go-kart body. They got a Dodge or a van go-kart body up there. Oh, there's more Charger stuff. But yeah, some really cool stuff in here. Like I said, I'll have their information in the description below. So if you have any comments or questions, let me know, or you can contact them directly. Oh, I forgot a few cars. 68 Dodge Dart GT convertible. This is a new one, but it's a really clean project. They got the Texas Thunder Ford 427. I think they're destroying that for a friend. And here, this is their beautiful 68 Charger. Love to get this out next to my friend's Charger, which is out front. Then we got this really cool, like day 2'd out 72 Duster with the direct connection rear spoiler and 72 hood. And there's some intakes. That's all. But cool stuff. Always a blast coming in here. I've been lucky enough to be friends with Clay and Rosie and Clayton for over a decade now, and they've allowed me to have free range around the yard because they trust me. But the cars that they have, well, it's nothing super duper rare. It's just the mass of it. All the A bodies, the B bodies. Yeah, there's no like 69 Chargers or 68 Chargers, but there's, a handful of E bodies. There's tons of A bodies. Four doors of all shapes and sizes, like four door satellites and convertibles and wagons. So while it may not be the top of the top like you would see at Stevens or at Mopar City, the stuff that they have is really good because it's in a nice dry climate. So you shouldn't have any problems. If you're looking for anything for your car, I'd say give them a call because they might have it or at least know where they can get it because they got a lot. Hey, Automotive Adventures. I hope you enjoyed that little view at my friend's private yard. And I mean, don't mean private like it's not open to the public. It's just they own it. It's not like a chain like LKQ or anything. Clay and Sons is basically Clay and Rosie and their son Clayton, and then they have a group of people that work the yard. It's a really cool yard. Definitely, if you need A body, some B body. Like, they don't have any 69, 68 Chargers anymore. They do have probably some four-door, like, I mean, they have a ton of 68, like, satellite four-doors and Coronets, and they got some wagons, and I think they have, like, I think they said 1,000, 2,000 cars out on the property. I'll show some pictures, you know, earlier that give you an idea, because I've been there, I've known them for over a decade now, and they've always been absolutely wonderful people. I have nothing bad to say. They've been absolutely wonderful friends. I go to their holiday parties when I can. They have one every December. We hang out whenever we're at different events together. So definitely check them out if you need your Mopar parts. They're not quite as big as Stevens. They're bigger than Mopar City, but Mopar City has more E bodies and B bodies, while Clay and Rosie's has more, like I said, A bodies and more nondescript B bodies. So yeah, that is from just a few weeks ago now, because I tried to do one in the spring to show you what project cars they have, because they're always getting stuff in over winter, and they're always acquiring or trading project cars. So some stuff changes, some stuff doesn't. It is what it is. But I'll put their information in the description below. That way, if you have any questions, you can drop them a line. But for me, not much this last week. The weather's been really not great, so I wasn't out in the garage very much, other than some minor maintenance items. I did get my workbench all cleared off, and I have a project. I'm going to mount my fan that you see right there. I'm going to actually mount it up in the corner with a little custom stand I'm making. That's about it on that side of things. On the green car, I tried, after the shifter last week, and after the marker light last week, I did try to start the car. I put the battery that's on it, I put it on the desulfating, I even put I have a big battery, not a big like rolling battery charger, but I have a battery charger that like has a start, and still that battery, every time I tried to start it kept on dropping below 10 volts, or it was at 10 volts, and wouldn't trigger the sniper, or at least that's what I hope. I looked and I didn't see any wires broken or anything chewed by mice. So we'll see here shortly. I think if the weather finally turns, which I think this week it might, because happy spring, by the way, I might try to get the green car up and going and try the brakes finally. But yeah, and then the blue car, I got tie rod ends for it. They're sitting right here on my workbench. So as soon as the weather's nice, I'll hopefully use my new jack to work on that. And unfortunately, the rust is getting bad. And I just got a quote from a friend of mine to fix the rust on both sides. And goodness, it is not cheap. It's like $5,000 to fix both sides properly. Okay. So, getting ready for Power Tour, getting rid of some other stuff, and it'll be good. Let me know what you think of this video and any others that you've seen. I always appreciate the feedback because it helps me make better videos. As I always do, I post a new video every Monday, and I think I have another, as soon as I can get to the interior stuff, I'll do that video. But otherwise, share, like, and subscribe. Helps me do what I do, and I appreciate it. I hope everyone had a nice Easter and happy Passover, and I will see you all soon. Stay safe.